Hello, thanks for dropping in. Today we're going to look at another monitor. This one I think has had a bit of a rough life. It is meant for, by the coloring, the Commodore 16 or the Commodore Plus 4. It has gray or silver-ish around and black around the screen. And now that I think of it, also it has the rainbow on the front, like the Plus 4 and such. Now that I think of it, of course, I even forgot to look at the model number, but we'll get there. We will get there. Oh, so here it is. Now, in order to save the agony that it is to plug in the cables in the back of this monitor, much like the other, I have plugged in two video cables. One into the Commodore video, one into the regular. Now, first, I suppose, to turn the monitor on, give it a chance to warm, or perhaps shoot flame or smoke or something. This monitor would need a bit of tidying. It is a little dirty. Anyway, let's just turn on the 64 and see what. Oh, that looks okay. There was a funny little flash in the corner, but it's gone away. The positioning on the screen looks a little off, but it looks mighty crisp. Now, of course, if I turn it around, I can tweak with the positioning. I do not like this. I don't even know which thing it is, but I suppose, and I can't really see it either. Oh, God. One thing I can do by doing this is I can tell you that this is something. Oh, it is an 1802. Okay, it's an 1802. Now, looking over beside where I am. Oh, okay, that's vertical hold. Ooh, that is the horizontal positioning. What is this? Ooh, color. I'm going to try and set all these ones in the back at their kind of funny mid-range. Is that it? Oh, okay. Middle of the road setting. What's this one? Oh. Maybe that's brightness. Okay, well, I think it actually probably looks a little worse right now. Oh, not bad. But then let's choose brightness. And the volume does seem to be working. So here it is. It's a different version of the 1802. And as we happen to have a little program that I concocted twice and tinkered with, we can check out the colors. Ooh, ah. And slow it down. So, to me, the colors look pretty okay. This is indeed plugged in through the Commodore video, which means, of course, the separate chroma luma and the sound, which I can hear tinkering away in the background. So the majority of this monitor is black. This part is kind of gray, and it's rather dusty. There's also remnants of masking tape. Anyway, this monitor would definitely need a good cleaning. For example, if I just take my finger, I go across there, there's a lot of dust. So, one thing I can do, hopefully from here, without doing anything dramatic, perhaps, or maybe not, is to switch the video switch, which is beside, there we go, where everything is plugged in. And then, once I've done that, I can pull this out. Hello. I hope. Yeah, that's the one. And then put this in. And then I should be able to see, yeah, how that looks. Oh. So, oh look, that's pretty fine. There's color combinations there. So, it does seem, at first glance, that this monitor seems okay. Now, I will, of course, want to torture test it. I will. I don't know if actually changing the colors and having this running along actually does anything at all to torture test it, but you never know, you know. One thing, of course, that I can do is turn the machine off and put in a game. Now, I'm sure from the sounds I'm hearing that this will make noise. I'm pretty sure. And this is, of course, Shoplifters. There's some sound. Oh yeah. There we go. Nothing like an auto-fire joystick. Now I know a tank is going to come. Oh no, he killed one of my guys. And there'll be more. Another tank will appear. Okay, we've only lost one guy. Once again, I gotta be careful about landing on the guys. And I know, before anything else happens, a tank will come. And chances are, another tank will come. Now, if you remember, I crashed this chopper trying to turn off the auto fire. I'm not going to do that again. I can slide to the base, and I have managed to save 15 out of 16, which is not what I would rather have saved more, but you know. And for this moment, I think that that is enough. We know that the sound is working. We know that the monitor is working. So I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to the disk drive. I'm going to load monitor test 2. I'm going to run it and let that do its magic. I am. And I will let that sit in torment for a while. Funny, I was just talking with a Commodore genius, Steve Gray, and he was asking me if I had any 64Cs. Well, the answer, of course, to that is yes, but where the Commodore thing is not a sticker, but it's actually embossed in the case. And of course the answer is I don't know. I don't remember ever seeing that. But then I never looked for it. I know there are various variations on all of these machines. Like, for example, on the early Amiga 500s, the Commodore logo was embossed in the plastic. Later, it was a square where a sticker would go. Anyway, I should look around. Because maybe I do. And it's funny, because I thought I had more of them here. There's one cover case here that definitely does not. But I will look. Because, you know, collectors like to have various things. It's funny, for all my collection, I'm not sure I would be considered a collector. Because I've never really thought about having the embossed thing or the not embossed thing or the whatever thing. But you never know, you know. Anyway, so I will look through things and I'll see if I have one of those. I shall. But for the meantime, I will let this sit and be tormented. And if it seems to pass, and I'm hoping it will, I will certainly go at it with a variety of things. Probably goo be gone for this crap. And there's also some crap up here. And a magic eraser. And get it looking lovely. And maybe somebody would like to welcome it into their collection. So it is an 1802, but designed more for the Commodore 16 and the Plus 4. It's funny, you know, because I do believe there's another monitor that looks very much like this. And for some reason, the letters CM141 come to mind is what the model was. That may or may not be right. I just don't understand it when, of course, it looked like this. It did, from what I remember. I could be wrong, of course. These things happen. Anyway, so, I will let this test, and I will ponder, and I will tinker, and I'm going to test, indeed, more monitors. You know, to be fair, I do prefer the 1701 and the 1702 better, but, and they do have kind of little handles on the side to carry. They're not really, I think, deep enough, but they're okay. But these ones have these things where you can dig your hands into, and they're pretty deep, and they're, like, when you have a grip on it, you know you've got it. So that's one good thing about the 1802 of this kind, because of course there are other models of the 1802 that don't look like this at all. One of them does have a handle on the back, and those are the ones probably that I hate the most. They seem bigger, and they seem to get more yellow, and I just didn't think even the picture when connected to the 64 was as good. But I remember hooking one up to a DVD player or something, and the picture was magnificent. So, anyway, here we have another 1802 monitor. Working away. So, I'm going to go look at 64Cs, see what I can find. Until we meet again, keep your stick on the ice, pray for peace, wear a mask if you wanna, and I hope you wanna. But we now soon will have the freedom, although one thing that I do find scary is could be some other variant in China. That could be scary. Anyway, one day at a time. One day at a time. Thanks for coming.